Hey guys, Dan here. I know it's been a little while since I made a video. I've been gone on vacation. Been back, I think, for about a week now, and you know, trying to get my head wrapped around, get things caught back up from being gone. And we went to Hawaii, but it was windy and rainy the whole time. Might as well stayed in Anchorage. I did get a couple days to relax and went to a couple hobby stores, so that was kind of cool, and bought a few things. Can't believe I got to go all the way to Hawaii. So let me show you those. I got a bunch of stuff I'm going to talk about real quick. So here's my first kit. This is a '69 Ford Talladega. I'm a big 60s Ford guy, and there aren't a lot of kits out there, so I was a little bummed about that, but I think this is cool, and I opened up the kit and it looks pretty nice. I only paid 15 bucks for it. It was sealed at the hobby store, so I thought that was kind of cool. I found that they discontinued this. I was looking for this at 60 Ford Fairlane. I'm building one. I have one over on my bench that a friend has, and he asked me to build it for him, make it Wimbledon white like the Thunderbolts were, so that's kind of cool. So then I got myself one. And then this one, I saw in one of the forums someone had built one. Well, the one hobby store that I went to, because these trumpeters proud of these kits, so I told the guy, you know, I'm in the military. He's like, you got a military discount? He's like, no military discount. I said, well, I'm not going to buy anything. I bought some magazines. I found some good copies of Model Car magazine, back issues, so I bought those. And then I said I'd buy something if you had military discount. And so he's like, well, look around some more. So I look around, and Chevy Cheeseburger's always talking about Pegasus wheels and tires. So they had to go all the way to Hawaii to find Pegasus wheels and tires. And I also picked up a set of disc brakes. These were $3.79, and the tires over there were $9.95, which to me, you know, if they're shipping them to Hawaii, it seems pretty reasonable. And then so I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to go in. He said, well, hang on a second. Are you going to go to Dave's Ice Cream? Well, look at me, guys. I like ice cream. I said, of course I am. Oh, well, look, you just stumbled across a 20% off coupon. So he gave me the 20% coupon, and I picked this up for 40 bucks, which I thought was a steal. So I was pretty happy about that. I also had a friend that came across a collection and sold me a bunch of kits. I bought like 7 kits from him for $15 a piece, and I got some good stuff there. I found a Thunderbolt, a Mercury, a 427 Fairlane. I was pretty happy about that. A '69 Cougar. Bunch of cool stuff. So I'm excited. I got a good collection of stuff now going on, so I'm happy about that. The 55 Chevy, I'll pull off the camera here in a minute and talk about that. But before I do that, I wanted to say thanks to a couple people. One, to everybody that subscribed to the channel. I'm taken back that so many people are signing up, so that's cool. Matt, I want to say thanks for the brake line and the fuel line video the other day. I haven't made it into Michael's yet to get the little crimps for the 8L clamps to the frame, but that looked pretty cool, so I'm going to try that on my next kit. Redneck 7381, about the graphite that you got down at the auto store. I haven't made it down yet, but I'm going to do that because I want to do that on my Mustang that I'm working on right now, and I'll show you guys some of the pictures, some video of that too, or some where I'm at working on with that. And then Chevy Cheeseburger, I think, pushed me to go ahead and try to do my own exhaust and drive shaft. So I'm going to show you guys that also. And then other things I've been working on. Oh, this came in the mail today too, Scale Auto. So, but I'm having a hell of a time finding Model Cars magazine here in Anchorage. I go to Barnes & Noble and it's not there. And what's humorous is I found a copy of it that I didn't have that talks about how to tub Pro Street your car. Well, I've been emailing everybody asking how to do a Pro Street, and there's an article in the magazine, but I need the new one that has Don Yost and Dr. Cranky in it to have them finish the tubbing that they're doing. So I'm looking for that right now. So I got that going on. I've been experimenting with some paint. having a hell of a time. I was going to email Benny, ask him about the auto air, because I don't know, maybe I'm being too picky. I can't get it to lay like enamel. Maybe nothing lays like enamel. I don't know. You guys tell me. And I'll show you some of that. So I'm going to show you things I've been working on paint wise too. So this might be a couple minute long video. So let me see what I got here. So I'm going to grab the camera here in a minute and then show you. I'm going to show you some kit, this where I'm at with some of my stuff, and then I'm going to talk about the paint I'm using. So here comes the camera shake. So this is the 67 Mustang Shelby, Carroll Shelby AMT kit that was just released, and it was released in black. Let's see if I can get up on here on the motor. See if the camera will focus for me. I don't have my macro lens on the camera. So there's my motor. Now, Chevy Cheeseburger pushed me to make headers. So there are my headers. I made headers. I went and got the solder core 6040 at 62 thousandths solder, and I think it came out real good. I'm going to switch lenses so I can get closer to this, so bear with me. I'm back. There are the headers that I made. Like I said, with the 62 thousandths wire from Radio Shack. And then I started on making my own exhaust system. I know the coupler there, the flange there is kind of big, but I have an idea. I'm going to get a tube flare for the next one, so I can put a little bit of a flare there so it looks like the flange for the header. Now the one thing I did do that and then I made myself a drive shaft too, so that's kind of cool. So we got that going on. And then over here, this is something that I thought came out kind of cool. Was let's see if I can get this to focus. It'll let me even get that close. I made a tip. So basically what I did was I have some 3/8 tube, 3/8 aluminum tube. That's what's going on there. 3/8 aluminum tube, and then over that 3/8 aluminum tube, I have another piece of tubing. Where the heck did it go? It's around here somewhere. Well, the one thing I noticed that I went and got a tube cutter because I was like, well, maybe I can cut it better with the tube cutter. Well, when you cut it with the tube cutter, it gives the end a little bit of a nipple. Well, that nipple looks pretty cool. So I was like, then I cut it with the X-Acto knife and put the tip on there. So when I get done, I'll shoot another video. I got an idea because I need to make a hanger for it. So I'm going to put a hanger on it somewhere here. Put something here and put it in place. So I'm going to work on that. So that's where we're at with that right now. Decided to go ahead and go with yellow interior, because the paint color I had originally picked was this Boyd Lime Pearl, which I think is got a nice color to it. So I thought yellow, and then you can see I'm working on putting some black in there to give it a little bit of stuff going on there. So more to follow on that, and then I'm going to show you some of this other stuff I'm working on. And then this is the 55 we started painting before I went on vacation. I'm not super happy with it. I painted it with acrylic, thinned it out, just having a heck of a hard time getting that acrylic to flow like enamel does. So that's been an issue. And then clearing it, I buffed it out, but there's still waves. I wet sanded it, I did all kinds of stuff, so it's just driving me nuts. Slowly working on the interior, made a few changes. So it's still, I'm waiting for the sheet of copper to come. I had picked up a sheet of copper from the hobby store, but it was bad and wouldn't stick. So that's what we got going on there. So I'm going to go back on the tripod and talk about, back up and talk a little bit about paints. what I've been doing and open to suggestions. You know, the most success I've had so far with painting has been with enamels. All the cars that I've painted, except for the 55 that I showed you, has been with enamels. It lays nice. I haven't cleared anything. I really like it. Well, so I'm trying to come up with something else because I hate waiting. When I read the article in Scale Model magazine about the dehydrator, I'm thinking maybe I need to try that. I don't know. But so I'm trying the Auto Air and I'm not having a lot of success. It just doesn't lay smooth. You know, I got it mixed the way it's supposed to be mixed. You know, shooting it at the pressure it says to shoot it on the bottle. But I'm having a heck of a time with that. So I'm going to email Benny and ask him how he cleans it up before he clears it. Because I shot the spoon with the red. And it's okay, but I'm like, what the heck? So I haven't given up on it because there's, like I said, so many combinations and so many things. You know, Rocket Silo does his with the Cretex, which is by Auto Air. I mean, his stuff's incredible. So I'm still fiddling, trying to figure out. I'm just frustrated. So I got that. The other thing I've been trying is, when I was getting the Auto Air, they have this stuff called Montana Gold. This is a green I had bought to shoot the interior in my 49 Ford, and I wasn't happy because I couldn't get it to lay, you know, orange peel again. It wouldn't flow. So last night I said, screw it, I'm going to go, and I took it and I filled the sink up with hot water, not warm water, hot water, and soaked it in there for about 20 minutes. Took the can out, wiped it down, and had prepped a couple spoons to shoot a couple different ways. And you're not going to be able to see it. This was miscoated, and there's some orange peel in there, not a whole lot, but enough to be like, okay, doesn't look like what I'm used to looking at. Then I just did one semi-heavy coat in it, and it laid like glass. This has been shot with black primer and done with this. So what I'm going to do now with this spoon is I bought some, oh, what the hell is this? I bought transparent gold to lay on the top of this because this Line Pearl has a gold hue to it. That's why I went with the yellow interior. So I'm going to shoot this on top of there, see how that goes, and then I'm going to clear it and see how it comes out. I know that this nut can be cracked. I just got to figure it out. You know, like I said, I am leaning towards going to PPG, like Chevy Cheeseburger was saying. I mean, there's a million colors there too. The paint is actually cheaper when you consider that, for me here in Anchorage, a half-ounce bottle of Testors runs almost $4, $3 and some change for a half-ounce. And the paint shop will give me 8 ounces from anywhere from $20 to $80, depending on the color, you know, reds or whatever, more expensive. But even at $20 an ounce, you reduce it 50%. So now I got 16 ounces of paint for $20. I mean, it comes out to $1 something an ounce. So, and the Testors is running 8 something an ounce. So that's another thing that's nice about this Auto Air color, is that this is 4 ounces for $8, and then it still has to be reduced 3 to 1, so I get a little bit more out of it. So I'm open to suggestions and your thoughts and comments, guys. I don't know. And let me know what you think about the headers and stuff. I'm kind of stoked that I did that. So thanks for the inspiration to get it done. I appreciate that. So anyway, I hope to get this. This is going to be kind of a long video, but I hope to get this edited and put up tonight. Everybody's getting snow except us here in Anchorage. I guess we're supposed to have winds tonight of 90 to 100 miles an hour. So if we blow away, maybe Anchorage will get blown off the face of the earth. Who knows? I hope not. But we don't have any snow. So anyway, all the guys on the East Coast that got dumped on, I don't get it. It's just weird weather. So anyway, shout out to everybody. Thanks again to everybody that subscribed. You know, the one thing that I have to say about this community is I'm making friends that I would have never made, which is really cool for me. So anyway, so I'll get stuff posted, and I hope you guys have a great evening.